Hello, and welcome to the 7th episode of the FreeGN podcast. I am, of course, your host, Danny, and I'm joined by my lovely co hosts, Chris
Hello.
and Gary.
Yo!
Now, as we do every week, part of our normal menu of random shit we talk about, we usually talk about what games we've played this week. Now, which of you would like to start?
Well,
Ooh.
I mean, if Chris, if you still need a little more time to think, I can confirm I finally went back on Colosseum and still haven't finished it yet because I'm lazy.
You have been redeemed. Last week you were a heretic, now you are a deacon of light and gaming.
Yay.
Have you played anything else, Gary?
Tiny bit more Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like we say each week, we're gonna repeat game because we play a lot of the same games again and again. So that's fine, Gary. That's just what we do. I'm also gonna mention Halo MCC. So
no, I haven't played.
No, you haven't, but I have.
I have played a bit of Hyrule Warriors.
Oh.
The one on the 3DS. And
Yeah.
not the Switch version, sadly.
Or the Wii U version.
Yeah.
And that's all you...
And
okay, good.
I guess there's snippets of me playing some of the other games I've mentioned, like Rune Factory 4. But I haven't played Monster Hunter this week.
Oh. Now you're the heretic.
Yes, I am the heretic.
Well, is that all?
Your hatred only feeds me power.
Is that all you guys have played? Because, well, I've played a bunch of shit.
I don't actually think I played anything at all other than the few I've listed, really.
Wow. Well, now I'm gonna sound like a huge, greasy nerd. Wait, no, geek. We went across this last week. Well, of course, like I always do, I played MCC, did challenges. Yeah, nothing new there. Can't really say more than played MCC, did the easy challenges. Now, I've also actually played Organ Trail. I played that, kind of played that with Chris.
Just pointing out options.
Yeah, like I streamed it to Chris on Discord, and then he helped me decide things. We got Gary killed, but he wouldn't die. He just kept coming back.
We kept killing Gary.
Yeah, now, isn't it?
Well, it was a bug. Basically, in that game, you sometimes get the choice to investigate something. And Chris always said, yes, let's investigate. And the first time we did that, I think, first or second time.
First.
It was the first, okay. Gary got taken hostage. And we were given several options to what we could do. Like, give him food, give him ammo, or take the shot.
I suggested take the shot.
Chris wanted me to take the shot. I'd not played a lot of the game yet. I wasn't a very good shot. And that's apparent because I missed, and then Gary got his brains blown out. Poor Gary. We're going to miss him.
Only the first of many times.
We're going to miss Gary. It's too bad. Now we're only going to be 2 people on the podcast. Gary's gone. Let's just have a moment of silence for Gary. There we go. Well, so yeah, we played Organ Trail. We did quite well. We didn't die on our first run. We actually succeeded, even with a bug that meant Gary wouldn't die, which means every time we tried to execute somebody who got bit by a zombie, we couldn't. So they would turn and then bite someone else in our party.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for getting me killed.
I mean,
again. Again.
again,
And again.
And again.
and again. We also spent a lot of ammunition trying to kill people, and it would just be Gary each time.
We just pop
Oh
his
my
body
God,
back
I
up on a rack
realised.
and shoot him.
Yeah.
I've just realised, guys. You turned me into Captain Jack Harkness.
Yes.
I guess we did. I definitely know this reference. Looks around nervously.
Think Doctor Who or Torchwood.
Ooh, oh, yes. The guy who becomes a huge head.
Spoilers if you haven't actually
Oh, yeah, spoilers.
seen any of the David Tennant era
Yeah,
episodes. But
spoiler if you
yeah.
haven't watched Doctor Who from 2009 or whatever that was. Yeah. Actually, I like Torchwood. I don't know. It was different.
It was based more on Earth and what people can do.
Yeah, instead of an immortal Time Lord.
Technically,
Yeah.
Well,
it's just like loopholes around it, but never mind.
Yeah, he can die and he'll become a new person, but he'll still kind of be the same person, but also be a new person, you know. Yeah.
Technicality.
You have to admit that was an ingenious move to make it so that they can change the actors.
Oh yeah, I mean it's brilliant. That's why Doctor Who has been ongoing since like the 50s or whatever.
It started in 63.
Yeah, 60s. So I mean, when it comes to like a casting design, I guess, or a longevity design of a show, it's very ingenious to have it written in as a plot point. But
especially since they already had it established that Thomas can die, and they just keep loopholing the Doctor so that the series can run on forever.
Yeah, until the sun dies. But that's not all the games I've played this week. I played now I gotta start thinking a bit because I played a lot of Oregon Trail. Today actually I played Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2005 specifically. Yes, the game we spoke of last week. I bought it and I played it. I haven't played too far into it. I've only done the tutorial and started the first level.
Traitor, you started playing without us.
But
in fairness, Chris, we still have the PS2 games.
True.
Yeah. I mean,
but we still can't play that together.
No, and I went and I looked, and there are servers. I could go play online multiplayer. There was a server where you can have up to 30 people, and it was filled with 20. I mean, most of the servers were like 2 or 3 people, but still.
That just proves how loved the game is, though, doesn't it?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
still interest around it.
Oh yeah, and when I started playing it, I was like, this actually holds up pretty well. All things considering that it's a 16-year-old game. Yeah. Oh god, have I played anything else this week? Let me just see on Steam if I look at something and I'm reminded.
Look back at your library of games.
Yeah. Oh shit! Earlier this week, I played Command & Conquer 3: Kane's Wrath, but I only played some skirmishes of it. So I didn't play much of it. I beat Brutal.
Oh yeah.
Brutal AI.
Here's something.
Yes.
We played Frostpunk.
Shit, you're right. I knew I was forgetting something. We played Frostpunk.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday.
Yes.
And hopefully this recording works.
Yeah, I'm looking at
and
you,
not have
Chris.
the looking at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Chris. It's your fault that somebody had muted my mic the last recording we did. I'm blaming you, Chris, even though it was obviously
because you weren't there to warn him.
Yeah, you should have been there to tell
You can
me.
only blame me because it's not a 3DN game. Please. There's only 2 of you.
Yes.
You know,
And now I'm
actually,
there.
actually,
It's working.
maybe this is my fault.
Cross fingers.
Oh, how is it your fault, Gary? I'm willing to listen to
Well,
anything
you
where it's
see-
not my fault. So,
Well, you see, I have this weird thing where if I touch technology, it dies,
mhm.
right? Now, this is actually a genuine story that happened in college. At one point, we were doing a assignment where we had to briefly log in to the computers in a computer room for one reason or another. And then we had to go and use cameras and actually film a few things here and there around the building. Now, when we went back into the computer room, when I tried to log back into the exact computer I used, that no one had touched since I left it, and was working fine before I left it in the first place, it just wouldn't let me. It just would not let me log back in.
Huh.
And
Yeah.
I actually was there for like 20 minutes trying to log in. It would not let me. Moved to the other side of the room. Any other computer worked, but I
Your
just
work was on that
somehow,
computer.
yeah, I just somehow killed it. And the thing is, they even had to end up get a freaking technician in on that, because even the lecturer did not have a clue what the hell I did.
I mean, I just imagined that the technician came in, right? He opened up the computer, he looked inside, and then he looked behind him. Gary, hide. And then the teacher nodded, and they're like, "Yeah, we gotta scrap it. It's not savable. It's unsalvageable. You got hide on the CPU. Oh wait, I said your full name.
Oh my.
You got Gary on the CPU. If you want,
That doesn't sound better.
well, if you want Gary, I'll edit out your last name.
No, I was gonna say on the CPU. That doesn't sound better.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
oh, go on, Chris.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else?
I mean, I
will.
fired up Half-Life Blue Shift, but I haven't really played it. I just made sure it worked. So I don't think that counts.
Well, it looks like it might be time to transition into
Dream Future. Do you like the new way I'm doing it?
no, because it makes me want to call an ambulance.
What did you say, Gary? I didn't quite get it. Couldn't quite catch it.
It sounded more robotic on my end, nearer to the end part of that, actually. So you started normal, and then you kind of roboticized, if you will.
In fact,
yeah.
I became a Dalek. Doctor.
Well,
okay.
That actually was a good impression.
Actually,
my dream future
Chris,
is rather simple.
You can start, Chris.
My dream future is that COVID clears up and second-hand game shops can open up again. Even if I just want to browse.
That would be brilliant.
Being able to browse through game shelves.
Chris, to be fair, you shouldn't have to wait too long now, because from what I can tell, they seem to want to have everyone vaccinated by late July.
Yeah.
So it's only around another 5 months or so.
Being labelled high risk, it's frustrating, and you want to slam your head against the wall.
True. And I'm not high risk, but I mean, I could imagine how annoying it would be not be able to do anything. I can at least once a week go to the shops. So, well, I mean, I can go often as long as I distance, which is pretty easy considering they put tape everywhere to tell you where to be. And I wear my mask, which is also pretty easy because in my country, wearing masks isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
So
You mean because people actually listen to the rules?
yes, but let's not get political. We're gamers, with the exception of that
Yeah.
one podcast about Donald Trump and gun laws. But
You know, we were doing that for relevancy's sake.
yeah,
Yeah. But I've got asthma, and a mask doesn't stop you being able to breathe.
yeah.
So I want to know what stops all those Karens from wearing a mask.
I think I have an idea on what that is. It makes the face sweat.
I mean, I can
Well,
say.
at least
Oh, go on, Chris.
in this cold weather, having a face mask on feels far nicer than having the wind chill your entire face. It's like a mini scarf.
Yeah. I mean, I can say I've got quite sensitive skin, and if I wear a face mask for like 10 or 20 minutes, my face starts to itch like all hell, and it kind of burns a bit. Does this stop me from wearing the mask? No, because the alternative is worse. I mean, yeah, my face is
Irritated.
uncomfortable. Big whoop.
Oh, dear.
Face is uncomfortable. At least it's not like they're shoving a tube down your throat and into your lungs.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
That actually makes my skin crawl a little.
ugh. Yeah. Let's not talk about COVID, other than the fact that it was relevant to your game future. Do you have any other game futures, or?
Oh.
Or do you just have one? It's because I know we usually just do one, but last week I think you had two, or you had a combined dream future, which was getting a PC and The Escapist 2. So.
Yeah, I think dream future, game-wise, would still be getting a personal computer.
Yeah. Now.
Well, who's up next for the dream future?
Well, Gary, do you want to speak of your dream future? Dream future!
If I have a dream future, it's mostly that you keep the topics like on screen and listed for when we're recording these, because you kind of have a habit of getting sidetracked.
Gary, it's fine.
Totally.
I mean, it's usually not that bad. I mean, getting sidetracked is almost a part of our brand. It's not like, this isn't school. This is...
We're not machines.
No. Gary, I'm a
we
human
have free will.
being. I'm a human being with human emotions. Why don't you look at me when we make love anymore? No.
Well, you're in Denmark and he's in England.
True. But Gary, do you have a dream future?
Honestly, not really. I think I've expended mine and haven't really thought of any more.
I see. Well, I have a dream future. And I would like to talk about my dream future. Am I allowed, Gary?
Well, then talk about your dream future.
Okay. Well, actually, let's just make this point clear. Of course, dream future is something in the future. It's not possible right now. My dream future would entail us all having PCs. So, it's impossible right now. But there's a game I wanted to play with you guys. It's a very difficult game that we won't be able to beat. I'm gonna lay this out as, just as a foundation for my dream future. That we will never be able to beat this game. It's called GTFO. Have any of you heard of it?
Oh.
I have not heard of it.
Out.
But you can't tell us to get the fuck out because we're currently recording.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not telling you to do that. It's the game telling me to tell you to do that.
It is actually the game title.
Yeah, it is the game title. It's called GTFO. Chris, I'm getting that you might have heard of it.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it.
Yeah. I really want to
I'm
play
trying
that.
to think the best way to describe it.
Okay. Basically, you are prisoners, right? I'm also thinking, Gary, are you here? Are you listening?
I'm listening. I'm just trying to pay it.
Okay. You're prisoners. You get sent down into a dark pit, which is like a facility deep underground, where you're given certain tasks. These tasks, I'm not quite sure if they're completely random or if it's based on what level you're on. Sometimes you gotta find, I think you gotta like find a component and bring it to the extraction site, or go turn on some machine or something like that. But the whole point is there are these monsters, and I really like their design. They kind of like, I don't know if they're like fungus zombies or if they're just like a completely new thing. But they're very powerful, and they're blind.
Yeah, they react more to sound and movement.
They react to sound, and actually they're also like very sensitive to light. So flashlights can also activate them. You basically have to try to be very stealthy.
Think of trying to get into a beehive without alerting bees.
Yeah. And sometimes...
But it's a co-op game.
It's a co-op game. I just...
So,
oh, go on, Chris.
if I say Resident Evil, Raccoon City, cross with poking a beehive.
And
I don't approve of this.
And the movie Aliens. Because they got like the turrets, and they've got like movement scanners and stuff where you can see where enemies are through walls. And there's and the fog in that game, it just looks it looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking game.
It has great dark ambience.
Yeah, it's got great ambience, a great setting, great character, or great enemy design. It's just overall a pretty good game. Like I would say a top tier game. Now
it keeps you on your feet well with just the graphics.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I don't think we'd ever be able to beat it because it's very difficult.
No.
But I would like to at least play it with you. Maybe beat the first couple of levels, you know.
Yeah. It's a game that punishes people who do a Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. And
oh yeah.
No, Gary.
Is that how it's gonna be?
Please, Gary.
Is that how it's gonna be?
God, no, Gary, not again. Gary.
I described it as poking a bee's nest. If you Leroy Jenkins it, you take a baseball bat and swing it at the nest.
Or in this case,
they will swarm you.
In this case, a hammer, because that's the main melee weapon in GTFO.
Look, I'm just gonna point out, right, Chris, this literally reminded me of a time where you basically asked me to do a Leroy Jenkins on a game. Because the game we were playing at the time was Resistance Fall of Man.
Ooh, I know that game.
Oh god, the minefield.
Yep. You literally just asked me to run through the minefield. The best part of that is, yes, he told me to fetch a grenade he threw.
You run through, triggering almost every single trap. Trip mine.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, you got to the end and survived.
No, what happened is, every time I triggered a trap I got down, you just ran over to me, revived me, and just told me to go again.
Oh, Chris, you're such a sadistic bastard. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I still willingly chose to go.
Well, that's because, Gary, what's that called when you like to be hurt? Masochist? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Masochist.
Yeah, so Chris is a sadist, Gary's a masochist. I don't know what I am.
A damn pervert.
I mean, I know that.
Oh
Okay.
god, that just reminded me, Danny.
What?
There's a line I remember you using a lot of the time in past games we played. I think mostly Halo Reach.
Go on.
Oh dear.
Anytime people got assassinated, you'd just come out of the woodwork, see them being assassinated, but you'd never be in their direct camera view. And then when their perspective got back to normal and they could see you, you just turned around and said, "I like to watch," and then you walked away.
Oh my god, you're right. I had completely forgotten that. I'd forgotten how much I like to watch.
Alright. I hope I haven't missed much.
Have you finished laughing?
A bit. I like to watch.
But yes,
Okay.
I like to watch. I had completely forgotten that. And as you said it, hundreds of memories just flood to my mind of me saying that on all the different maps of Halo Reach.
Yeah, I think you're a masochist just because of Jolene.
Yeah, true. True
The
that.
taser. Haha, I love it when you do that.
I love it when you do that.
I just want to clarify to viewers, this is not an actual person.
Oh god, no, it's
Saints Row 2 game.
Yeah, Saints Row 2 game, my character. I made a character.
An abomination.
A character, and let's leave it at that, Gary, because
No, it was an abomination.
yes, a test
But
tube baby.
leave it,
but let's leave it at that.
but leave it as that, because we have future plans.
Yes. Oh god. God, if we, you know what? Insert quick dream future where we all can play Halo together. I'm gonna start saying that again, just for the shits and giggles. There we go.
Yes.
Quick insert of mini dream future. But that's mine. Are you guys ready to just continue to the topic at hand?
I was actually going to say, I'm technically only a masochist when it comes to running into really, really powerful enemies on games.
Yeah.
Like, if you say something is labeled as an invincible enemy, I will find a way to kill it.
Or at least just get stomped into the dirt by it.
Oh no, I will get stomped into the dirt by it a million times over. I will find a way to do something to it. And if that
I'm looking at you, Lucille.
You know, I still have not actually managed to significantly damage Lucille.
How long have you been trying to do that, Gary?
Well, you see, I've actually got this issue where I need a battery replacement for my Wii U gamepad. Otherwise, I'd be trying it a bit more frequently, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old technology.
There we go. If you want a dream future from me, I want to get a replacement battery for my Wii U gamepad.
Okay. But are you guys ready for I would say a topic that I'm quite happy about. Topic that brings joy to my heart. And the hearts of many.
Every part.
Yes, exactly. The hearts of many.
And this isn't 18 plus rated content.
Oh shit, I'm on the wrong top now. The topic at hand is, of course, iconic game music. Mwah. It's don't touch my spaghetti levels of good music. Now, I have a small list, and I know Chris does as well. I don't know about you, Gary, but does any of you want to start off? If not, I could start off, but
I figure I'd probably be best rounding this off because I know I'm going to be pulling them from the ether based on what you say.
Right. Let's start off with some of the earlier, more iconic ones.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Bros. That World 1, the title to World 1.
Yeah, the World 1 theme. Oh man,
they're categorized into like ground theme, underground theme, and underwater theme.
Well, I like that one, and I think it's underground Oh, go on, Gary.
The
Yeah.
Unreal exception is just like the victory jingle at the end, which is, you know, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we can like.
But as soon as you hear either World 1 or the Underground, you know exactly what it is.
Now, I would
Yeah.
like to say I don't know if we can hum them or we can definitely not play them in the podcast itself, but in the description,
Sadly.
I'm actually going to call something out in the description in the actual podcast itself. I'm going to put links to each of the songs that we mention. So if you want to hear which song, if you don't know it, shame on you. No, if you don't know it, you can go down and you can listen to it by going on the link. Oh shit! In the description.
You
Yeah.
And
didn't
also,
eat too quick again.
No, I just got acid burn. I think it's called in English.
Oh,
In Danish, it's called
Heartburn.
sour gags or whatever. I don't know. Don't know the rough translation. But yes, Chris, you were speaking about the Marios, Super Mario Bros.
yeah.
World 1 theme.
Yeah. And there's the Underground theme.
Yeah.
What follows the next level from that? They're quite iconic, and if you hear them, you know the game instantly.
Yeah, I love both of those soundtracks.
And because I've been shown a video earlier of a meme collection,
right.
Oh.
Right, that one. Go on.
there's also the penguin slide.
Yeah.
I'd since you actually left this one out, I'd also like to chime in with Bob-Omb Battlefield, because that's pretty well known.
It's well known, but is it iconic? That's a question I was asking myself.
I reckon that people would know, at the very least, the series it's from if they heard it.
Well, see, the thing is, I also have a song that I know everybody who's played the game and who likes that franchise knows at heart, but I don't know if it's well known enough to be iconic. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly chime in. It's the Red Alert theme. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but yeah. So I don't know if that's iconic. It's iconic to me in my heart. I love it very dearly.
Yeah.
I listen to it every time I walk in the snow, feeling very patriotic to the motherland.
So you've been listening to it a lot recently because of the recent snow.
I actually have. Actually, that makes me think. How much like game music do you listen to? Like game soundtracks, just as normal people would listen to normal music. I don't know what normal people listen to.
We have to listen to gamer music.
Well, I mean, I listen to a lot of ODSTs. I only listen to
OSTs.
ODSTs. No, OSTs.
OST.
Yeah, I know. Even OSTs of games I haven't played. What's that game with the mice? Brain mice? I don't remember the game. I haven't played it. Go on.
He's trying to work it out.
Oh, I mean, okay. Chris, you weren't done with your list, so you can keep talking while I quickly Google this. Because now
You're invested in the thought.
Now I'm invested.
Well,
Chris, since he did mention links, why don't you carry on with that idea?
Ooh.
Yes. Legend of Zelda. That iconic theme tune. I can't say what game it started in, but I think
it was the original.
I can tell you with certainty that it is the original because I looked it up. It is from the original Legend of Zelda, which was released on Famicom Disk Systems in 1986. Yeah. And it's been released to everything up to the Switch in 2018. So, every Nintendo system, I think. Actually,
yeah. I think I can be wrong about this, but I think there has been several versions of it just being upgraded for each
Yeah.
new.
Yeah, it pretty much does. I also know that there have been unique renditions for Super Smash Bros, which is always nice.
Yeah.
But that's all I really had to say.
I'm kind of tone deaf, so trying to hum it won't work.
No, I guess not.
Wait, no, that's the wrong one, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no, Danny, you had it. You had
it. But we shouldn't do more than that. I'll put the link to it in the
Yeah.
description.
Only a small snippet of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insert pot smashing sound. No.
Damn
don't do
your
that.
link.
Okay, you know, actually, since I mentioned brief jingles a little earlier, Item Gather jingle, Legend of Zelda,
Ooh.
as in the franchise. You know, the one
Yes,
with the
that
really,
little-
really long build up. That's iconic.
When you open a chest.
That's the one.
God damn it. Sorry, I can't find the OST I was thinking of. I'm sorry. I can't remember the name of the game. I'm just gonna leave it at
Sad
that.
Danny noises.
If I find it after, I can guarantee you that after we stop recording, I'm gonna think of it and be like, oh yeah, that's what it is. So in the description, I'll probably do mouse game OST that I couldn't think of, and then link it there. But I haven't played that game, but I love the music in it.
And if you don't see it in the description, you can take solace in knowing he failed.
I failed, yes.
Yeah. Now, I've got one more game,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a rather modern one. So I'm not sure if it'd be that iconic.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. It's quite hard to say what is defined as iconic. There's some songs where it's like, yeah, this is definitely iconic, but there's also a lot of songs that could be. Ooh, but we aren't
There
sure.
was a trailer for this game, and this song was put on YouTube as well at similar time. The song had more views than the trailer did for a certain amount of time. I can't
Yeah.
say how long. And the song I'm thinking of is Devil Trigger.
Ooh, Devil Trigger.
Ah, from Devil May Cry 5.
I don't know that
Yeah.
song. I'm gonna listen to it.
It's used as Nero's main thing.
Nero? God,
Oh,
I've never played Devil May Cry.
Ooh,
I think no, I watched it years ago, but I've never played it. That's also
I will hook you up with that later if you need the assistance with it.
well. I would also the game or the song.
The song.
Okay, good, because I don't know how you could hook me
If
up
I
with
was
the
hooking
game.
you up with the game, I'd want to play it first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
thing that would be great, Gary. The Devil May Cry is also on my list of games I would like to play, but I haven't played. That, Fire Emblem, and Dragon Ball.
ooh.
Any Dragon Ball game. I only think I played a fighting game in Dragon Ball. Like when I was a kid.
A lot of Dragon Ball games have been fighting games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, I don't know much. I've only played that when I was a kid on like I think either PlayStation 2 or Nintendo 64 or whatever. Can't remember.
I don't know if there were any on Nintendo 64, but
Then it
I know
was-
there were a lot on PS2.
Then it was probably PS2. But yeah,
Well,
do you have any others, Chris? Gestures to you in elegant fashion?
I can think of some more, but I'll see if you come up with them as well.
Well,
If not, I'd say them at the end.
I mean, I've already listed one that you mentioned that you haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
But okay, then I'll go with one that is 100% iconic, Everybody knows it. Even if they don't know the game, they've heard this song before. It's the Halo theme. Bam. Oh. No, I want to do more, but I won't.
Because we'll get the MCA strike.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Shout out to the last episode where that's what we were supposed to discuss and got sidetracked.
Oh yeah, shit, we should have mentioned
Yeah.
that. It's because last episode was DMCA. Our plan was actually DMCA and iconic game music, but we kind of talked about random shit for 40 minutes and then only had time for the DMCA part. So, yeah. But, I mean, hey, at least we can go more in depth with this topic of iconic game music. Which also, on a completely different note than DMCA, is a happy topic. You know, a nice topic. Instead of something...
It's reminiscent. Nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia. Is nostalgia
Not all
good?
nostalgia's bad.
Question mark?
Not all nostalgia's bad. It's just bad when it's forced over and over and over and over. Sonic fans will know what I'm talking about. As will Pokemon fans.
Yeah. But, yeah, Halo theme music. I'm pretty sure there was different types of iterations. Huh? My brain just...
versions.
Yeah, different types of versions in the different games. But I think the one that I'm thinking of is from Halo 3 specifically. I'm pretty sure it was different in Halo 2.
Were you thinking of the one with the electric guitars in it?
I think that's the battle music.
No, there's the you know in like in Halo 3 when you're escaping from the Ark, I think it was.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Were you thinking of that one, or were you thinking of effectively the same song but with electric guitars in it from Halo 2?
Well, I was thinking of the one from Halo. I was thinking when you open up the title screen of Halo 3, that song.
Yeah, it's still the same song. I was just thinking, if you were thinking of the one with the electric guitars in it, that's the Mjolnir mix from Halo 2.
Okay, the thing is, I wasn't quite sure if it was just a different cover or a different version of the song, or if they did a completely different song in Halo 2. I just remember there were a lot of electric guitars in Halo 2 soundtrack. That is what I remembered. And let's.
I think Halo 3 uses a similar, like a similar general composition to the original from Halo 1.
Yeah,
but I might be wrong on it.
I think so too, but I might also be wrong on that. We aren't librarians. We're silly boys talking about games.
Yeah.
But
we've not categorized anything.
No, I just got a list on fucking Notepad. It's not even Word. But
I sent at least one link.
Okay.
Of a song, Devil Trigger.
Well, if
you've sent him the link to Devil Trigger, that'll make it easier then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be searching through finding these links.
You don't have to do that right now, Chris.
But it's just something I can do in the background anyway.
True.
Well,
but that's Halo. I got 4 more songs that I would categorize as okay. I've got 1 more that is definitely iconic, and then 2 more that is maybe, or 3 more that is maybe. So I'm gonna talk about my iconic. Which is the Tetris theme. Everybody knows it.
Ooh.
It's also known as Korobeiniki. Of course. Everybody also knows the name Korobeiniki. Or Korobeiniki. Russian name. It's because it's a Russian folk song that was used for the Tetris theme.
Which was probably just to provide some background ambience to
the game.
Very simplistic premise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And there's not really much more to say about the Tetris theme. It's iconic. Everybody knows it. I actually like it. I don't know if you guys like it.
If I'm entirely honest, my brain's kind of half there at the minute, and I would actually need a sample to have it click again. Okay, yep, got it.
I'm not gonna do the last part, but yeah, I like it. I think there's a lot of remixes of it that I'm not too keen of, like Dubby Step, Wubba Bop Step, or whatever. But like the classic, I
Heavy
like that.
bass.
Yeah, like the classic, and I also like the Russian folklore version because I'm a weirdo. Who would have
I
guessed?
think if I found a link to Tetris
Yeah, I
original,
saw that.
the thumbnail has it as 1989.
Yeah. But
So that's saying how old that is.
yeah, it's pretty old. Now, another old iconic theme, which is one that I'm not quite sure if it's iconic, but when I hear this, I always think of Kirby. And it's Green Greens, which is the first level of Kirby's Dream Land from the Game Boy. And I love this song so much. There was some YouTubers who used to use it in their theme, and I remember listening to it, and then one day realizing, wait a second, that's the Kirby song, and that's
Oh,
just,
Two Best Friends Play did that, what didn't they?
yeah, exactly. It's a Super Best Friends Play, or rather, it was. Rest in peace. Well, actually, no, because they still exist. Well, there are different
You were
platforms.
talking to the channel.
Yeah, true. The channel.
There is another Kirby theme that we did talk about.
Yeah, that's the one underneath. Now,
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what else to say about Green Greens other than I love it. I've known it since I was a wee lad. It always brings fond memories. The next one is more of it's
meme.
Yeah.
It's iconic because of the meme, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's Kirby's Gourmet Race.
Yeah, as Chris said, he's tone deaf.
Yeah.
Da,
No, we shouldn't. But I'm gonna put a link to that too.
I'll go sit in the corner.
But no, Chris, come out of the corner. It's fine. It's okay, wee lad. You might be tone deaf, but I can't hear the fact that I sound very weird and foreign, and sometimes pronounce words awkwardly. So.
Isn't that most people though?
True, but I'm foreign, and I smell like Fisk. Yes.
It's okay, Danny. It's okay.
But there's not much else to say. That's a very nice song. It's very good from the nice memes. Nice memes. And the next song on my list is actually also a meme song, kinda. But it's from a game, but it's also been used in the memes. Not as much anymore, but it's Megalomania. Megalovania?
Megalovania.
Yeah, Vania. From Undertale.
Oh, I probably heard of it, but I've not paid attention to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Gary's got it. So that's also.
Certain I butchered that, but never mind.
The thing is, I'd say.
But it's iconic enough to realise what it is, even if it is butchered.
Yeah, even if it has been dug into the grave or like used beyond repair or whatever you would call it. It's been played so much, nobody.
It's been buried so much, it's unveiling skeletons.
Yeah. And then the last one on my list is, of course, Red Alert. I just mentioned that. So, I mentioned that earlier. So, that's no goo. But that's my iconic game music. The music I think of when I think of like iconic game music. of course, there's other songs that I'm sure that if I listened to, I'd be like, oh yeah, gosh, what an idiot! How couldn't I have thought of that? Like, I hadn't thought about
Yeah.
the Legend of Zelda until Chris mentioned it. So
This is all pre-conversation, of course.
yeah, oh yeah. But Gary, you said you are. Do you have you thought of any in the time me and Chris have been rambling like madmen?
Well, I already had one in mind, and that's Escape from the City from Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh yeah,
Because
you
people would recognize that just either on the name alone or on the first few notes. They should recognize it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, could you hum the first few notes?
Not really, because they're kind of low. But I have sent the link into the group at least. I think, Chris, you can check that out. But if I basically just went with a few of the lyrics, rolling around at the
Okay,
speed of...
yeah, I know it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Rolling around at the speed of light.
That sounded like you were going into different territory as well.
I think it's the one.
But
no, yeah, let's not.
we just lost Chris. Oh no,
Oh,
Chris.
am I back?
Yes.
Chris, what happened?
I think my tablet just didn't want me to be in Discord anymore.
Oh shit.
Wow, rude.
Yeah.
Ah,
Tell it to fuck off. Fuck off. No,
if I did that, we won't be able to do this podcast anymore.
I know. So don't do that. Don't listen to me. In fact, listen to me and do the exact opposite. But okay, that's actually, Gary. You only had one, but that's a very good one.
Well, hold on. I did one just clicked, and that's like the Pokemon main theme.
Yeah. Okay, great. See,
and I'm not on about like the anime theme. I'm on about like the one that loads up when you're playing like Pokemon Red.
Yeah, no, and I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
which I hadn't thought about at all, even though it is very iconic.
There's a shot.
Yeah. See, that's...
I only noticed that because I actually got a shot of one of my Pokemon games, just sort of like over in the corner, and I was like, actually, yeah, I should have thought of that.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. If anybody's listening and you're like, God damn it, they didn't mention this iconic game song. Please
feel free to drop your own in the comments.
I was gonna say that. Just write it in the comments. I'll most certainly will read it and go in and be like, oh shit, I'm such an idiot. God, I've got peanut butter on my asshole now. Fuck.
Funny phrase.
But yeah. Now, Gary, have you gotten any more golden brain farts of wisdom in this time?
Golden brain farts of wisdom.
Yes, I'll take that.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe listen to some of these songs either way. Just because you may already know them doesn't mean you can't listen to them.
Hey, I listened to them. Not Megalovania so much. I did when it wasn't completely fucked. Well, not fucked.
Actually, while I think about it, the Fire Emblem main theme, that's actually kind of iconic in and of itself. But
I mean, it's probably.
But I think it'd have to be something that people had only properly recognized through experience with the series or with Smash Bros.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's like my Red Alert song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Here's one for you.
Ooh.
Metal Gear Solid. Was that one actually mentioned?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I knew I forgot to mention it. The encounter theme, guys.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about
the encounter. Sorry, I could hear music in the distance. TV music.
Now, am I?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say someone spotted you.
Am I gonna? Okay, am I remembering this correctly? Or is that just
That's
when?
The one.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is iconic. Yeah. See, like we said, many that we just simply can't think about. We're only human, after all.
No. We're not puny humans.
You're right. We're computers. Those filthy puny humans in their goddamn sex chamber.
How far have they recreated themselves?
Do you know what? I was honestly when we decided that we were gonna do iconic game music. Originally, I was kind of afraid because the reason why we had it at DMCA and iconic game music was because I didn't know if we could talk long enough for this topic. But I was gonna say we did very well. I think we could keep talking about this for even longer. Because it's much more expensive.
Picking up memories.
Yeah, it's much more expensive
games.
than I thought it would be, and it's been a very. Last week when we talked about DMCA, I was kind of like somber because DMCA is a bad thing. I'm actually in a very good mood now. Not
Glad I
gonna
can
lie.
help.
Thank you.
Revisit childhood memories.
Yeah. But we are getting close to our end. So, but before we do our words of wisdom, do any of you have any good advice when it comes to iconic game music? Like Gary, I know you said listen to these, even if you may have heard them before. Give them a go. Chris, what is your words of wisdom?
Oh, not sure if I have any for game music.
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be game music. If you just have some in general.
No, I think I was too profound last week.
Yeah, I mean, you had some.
I'm just out of it this one.
You had some really good. You had some really good words of wisdom last week. Not gonna lie. Kind of.
No, I don't so much have words of wisdom. More of a suggestion for an idea. Like,
Go on.
more of a request, if you will.
Go
viewers.
on. Yes.
Drop some of your favorite soundtracks in the comments, even if they're obscure.
You know what? I like that. I would say that's maybe not words of wisdom, but it is wisdom, in my words. Well, oh wait, now I just made it full
You just
circles.
made it words of wisdom. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I like that. Chris, you're all wisdomed out from last week. Your wisdom tank is empty, sadly enough.
Yeah.
What would my words of wisdom be? I never think about this. I always think about my games and the dream future, but I always forget words of wisdom. So I guess my words of wisdom are.
Write down your words of wisdom before you start recording.
God damn it, Gary! That's what I was gonna say. My words of wisdoms are. Remember your words of wisdoms before you need to tell them, so you don't have to think about your words of wisdom on the spot. Done.
Well,
oh shit! This has been the end of the 7th episode of the 3GN podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe. Write your favorite game music in the comments, and what's the last? Oh yeah, smack that fucking bell like there's no goddamn tomorrow. And have a nice day.
Guys, I literally just lagged out randomly. What did I miss?
We're saying goodbye, Gary.
the outro.
Oh. Bye?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.